Hello. So, maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I clipped this out of the newspaper, out of the Seattle Times, and I'll tell you, it was on the very, very last page of the newspaper, the very last page, far bottom right corner, and it was probably one of the smallest articles in the entire paper. Yet I believe it was one of the most important pieces of news there was. And the headline says, Prosecutor, Inquest into Pasco Shooting Unlikely for Months. Why don't I just go ahead and read this for you since it's so small. Then this was originally, I guess, posted by the Associated Press. It could be summer before a coroner's inquest is held in February's fatal shooting by Pasco police of an unarmed Mexican migrant, a prosecutor in eastern Washington said. Franklin County Prosecutor Sean Sant told the Washington State Commission on Hispanic Affairs and Consejo Latino that he is treating the killing of Antonio Zambrano Montes by 3 Pasco officers the same as every other homicide. Well, so are you telling me then? Okay, before I go off on my rant, I'll finish this article. He provides legal advice, but doesn't interview witnesses, collect or test any evidence, which is the job of the law enforcement. Sant said in letters to chairmen of both groups that were being obtained by the Associated Press. Sant said it could take months before his office begins considering possible charges against the 3 officers who fired 17 bullets at Zambrano Montes in a busy intersection. Okay. Now, what's upsetting to me about this interview is right here, or this article. It says, we are going to treat this as we do with any other homicide. So you're telling me that police now, that's not true at all, because they're saying they're going to wait months to investigate this. So if somebody else, a non-police officer, was to kill somebody else, or say a citizen was to kill a police officer, you're telling me that they would wait 3 months to investigate? I don't think so. Now, nowhere in this article does it mention that they killed the man. And if you're interested, you can go on to YouTube and type in Pasco shooting. You will see these 3 officers fire 17 times, killing this innocent man who had committed no crimes. He hadn't harmed them in any way. Their lives were not being threatened. He was supposedly throwing rocks at them, pebbles at them. He started running from them in broad daylight, and in front of children and in front of an entire neighborhood. These police officers gunned this man down in cold-blooded murder. And now, here we are. This was in February. Here we are. The second piece of news to ever come out about the story yet is all the way in the back of the newspaper, and all it reveals is that they're going to wait 3 months to start investigating. What is there to investigate? There are over dozens of eyewitness video testimonies of videos which prove that these 3 officers killed this man in cold blood. So what is there to investigate? This is what I don't get about the world. Now most people, this is not your son, this is not your brother, this is not your husband, this is not your father, so you're uninterested. And because they list this man as a migrant, Mexican migrant, that means that many more people will become uninterested in this article. What this article really translates to is that the police have license to kill in this country. And so far, people could care less. By us not stopping this problem is going to exponentially grow. And they'll be killing people left and right, which they already are. I don't understand why we don't stand up for other people, why we don't insist upon their deaths being of importance. I don't see why we don't insist upon these officers being tried for murder and being put in prison for murder because they are murderers. I don't see why we don't insist upon a lot of things. I really don't understand.